It is time for this week's Asshat of the Week.
You talk about taking a natural disaster and the devastation that happened and the lives that were impacted by it. You talk about taking that situation and using it to score political points and further your agenda on the House floor. I want to play for you Rhode Island's very own, and this week's Asshat of the Week, Sheldon Whitehouse's rant on the House floor the other day. You've got to hear this.
So you may have a question for me. Why do you care? Why do you, Sheldon Whitehouse, Democrat of Rhode Island, care if we Republicans run off the climate cliff like a bunch of proverbial lemmings and disgrace ourselves? I'll tell you why. We're stuck in this together. We are stuck in this together. When cyclones tear up Oklahoma, and hurricanes swamp Alabama, and wildfires scorch Texas, you come to us, the rest of the country, for billions of dollars to recover. And the damage that your polluters and deniers are doing doesn't just hit Oklahoma and Alabama and Texas. It hits Rhode Island with floods and storms. It hits Oregon with acidified seas. It hits Montana with dying forests. So like it or not, we're in this together. You drag America with you to your fate.
You know, actually, Sheldon, I am asking myself something. I ask myself, you know, how does Rhode Island continue to reelect your dumbass to Congress? I am asking myself that one. I'm also asking how someone has the gall to stand on the House floor and rip one particular party apart in regards to climate change, and then automatically try to connect the dots that climate change is causing all of the natural disasters and tornadoes that are happening. So then I ask myself, well, is Sheldon Whitehouse full of crap? And then I say, maybe I should do my own homework to see if this guy's just trying to score political points or if maybe he's onto something. Well, it turns out he's an asshat. Why? Well, here's a couple of, facts, Sheldon. Which, by the way, what sea is outside of Oregon that is acidified? I didn't know there were seas of acid off of the coast of Oregon. You guys will have to let me know something. Maybe I don't know. But is Sheldon trying to say that due to man-made global warming and all the climate change going on, that tornadoes are becoming more frequent due to our pollution and our damaging of the planet? Yeah, see, well, the problem is, Sheldon, is that there have been no increase in tornadoes at all in the last 55 years. Sheldon, my man, far be it from me to provide any more facts to you because, obviously, I'm a conservative denier. I'm an inhibitor to this mess, right? I go to you for assistance when we need it, and the facts are certainly on your side. I'm a flat earther, right? But, in case I happen to be onto something in calling this whole climate change thing bullcrap, let me tell you again about a Newsweek article from April 28th, 1975, headlined The Cooling World, in which it talked about last April. So, of course, this being written in 75, this is referring to tornadoes in 1974 that have the most devastating outbreak of tornadoes ever recorded. 148 twisters killed more than 300 people and cost $500 million worth of damage in 13 U.S. states. But then right below that, it says, to scientists, these seemingly represent the advanced signs of fundamental changes in the world's weather. The central fact is that there are 3/4 of a century of extraordinarily mild conditions. The Earth's climate seems to be cooling down. Wow, so it was global cooling in the 70s, and then it was global warming later, and now it's climate change. Yeah, but I mean, okay, Sheldon, I get it. I'm talking about something that was like, 30 some odd years ago, 35 years ago, more than that. I mean, what does that have to do with now? We know so much more now. Well, it's funny you say that because there's an article that came out this week from the BBC that says the Earth hasn't cooled in 16 years. Temperatures have remained flat. So here's a quick recap there for you, Sheldon. Tornadoes have not increased or decreased in the last 55 years. There was an article just under 40 years ago that actually thought that the widespread tornadoes sweeping the nation were caused by global cooling, and the Earth's temperature has remained flat over the last 16 years. So just a couple things to maybe consider before you have your next little 2-year-old temper tantrum. I mean, we've had many members of Congress, both on the right and the left, be asshats of the week. But this guy, man, I think he quickly is becoming king of all. My goodness. What a despicable partisan hack this guy is. And without a doubt, a 100% grade A, according to Me Show's certified Asshat of the week.
Tune in next week for another exciting installment of Asshat of the Week.
You have been listening to the According to Me Show.